I opened my dead father's secret box. Episode 2. The girl in the photograph. He stared at the photograph. Your sister is alive. My mother's face turned pale. What does that mean? I asked. She looked away. I don't know, but I could tell she was lying. Inside the box were more photographs, letters, and a notebook. Most of the pictures showed my father visiting a little girl throughout her childhood. On the final photograph, she looked about 18. On the back was a name, Emily, and an address, 300 miles away. I knew I had to find her. Episode 3. The Hidden Letters notebook contained dozens of letters written by my father. One letter was addressed to me. It explained everything. 22 years earlier, before he met my mother, he had a daughter, Emily, but after a terrible family dispute, he lost contact with her. For years he searched. Eventually he found her, but he never knew how to tell us. He feared losing the family he had built. At the bottom of the page was a final request. If you're reading this, please find her. Episode 4. Following the cliffs. Next day I drove to the address. It led me to a small coastal town. The house was old and quiet. I knocked. A young woman answered. The moment I saw her, I froze. She looked exactly like my father. The same eyes, the same smile, the same expression. Can I help you? She asked. My throat tightened. I swallowed. I think we're related. Episode 5. The woman who knew everything. Emily invited me inside. At first she didn't believe me. Then I showed her the photographs, the letters. The notebook. Tears filled her eyes. He really looked for me. I nodded. She cried. For years she had believed he abandoned her. Then an elderly woman entered the room. Her grandmother. She revealed the truth. Emily's mother had intentionally hidden her from my father after a bitter separation. My father had spent years trying to reconnect, but every attempt failed. Episode 6. My father's double life. Emily showed me a box of her own. Inside were letters my father had sent. Hundreds of them. Most had never reached her. Others had been hidden. Suddenly everything made sense. My father hadn't abandoned anyone. He had been living two separate lives. One life with us, another searching for the daughter he lost. Neither family knew the full truth. Until now. Episode 7. The truth about my sister. Over the following weeks, Emily and I spent time together. We shared stories. Memories, photographs. Slowly, she stopped feeling like a stranger. She felt like family. Then she revealed another secret. Our father had left something for both of us, a safety deposit box. Neither of us knew what was inside, but we knew we had to find out. Episode 8. The betrayal at the bank. We discovered a problem. Someone had already tried accessing the box. A man claiming to be our father's business partner. His name was Richard. The bank denied his request. When we investigated further, we discovered Richard had stolen money from my father years ago. My father had gathered evidence hidden inside the safety deposit box. Suddenly, we understood why he had kept everything secret. Episode 9. The final secret. Bank finally opened the box. Inside were documents proving Richard's fraud. But there was something else. A sealed envelope, addressed to both of us. With shaking hands, Emily opened it. Inside was our father's final letter. My greatest regret was not bringing you together sooner. Tears rolled down our faces. The letter continued. Family isn't defined by time. It's defined by love. At the bottom was one final message. Take care of each other. Episode 10. The last letter. Several months later, Richard was arrested. The stolen money was recovered. But that wasn't what mattered most. What mattered was Emily. I had spent my entire life believing I was an only child. Now I had a sister, a real sister. Someone who understood the same stories, the same memories. The same father. One evening we sat together watching the sunset. Emily smiled. You know what's strange? What? We both lost him. I nodded. But because of him, we found each other. For a moment neither of us spoke. Then I remembered the day I opened the secret box. I thought it would destroy my life. Instead, it gave me something I never knew was missing, a family. And in the end, that was the greatest secret my father left behind. The end. Subscribe for more stories. Thank you.